Hey there, food lovers! We're back with a spine-chillingly delicious recipe for Halloween. We've created the spookiest candle cake ever. Are you ready to unleash your inner baking ghost? Let's get baking. First, let's bake the heart of our spooky masterpiece, the cake. This is the foundation of our eerie creation, so we want to get it just right. You can use your favorite cake recipe or a boxed mix for this. Both options work perfectly, and it really depends on your time and comfort level in the kitchen. I recommend a classic vanilla or chocolate cake for a deliciously neutral base that won't clash with our spooky decorations. These flavors are crowd pleasers and will complement any eerie embellishments we add later. Preheat your oven as instructed in your chosen recipe. This step is crucial to ensure our cake bakes evenly and rises beautifully. Grease and flour your cake pan. This will help our cake release quickly once baked, avoiding disastrous sticking situations. Remember, we want our cake to rise to the occasion, not stick to the pan. A well-prepared pan is critical to a successful bake. Pour your batter into the prepared pan and bake it according to your recipe's instructions. Spread the batter evenly for a uniform bake. While baking the cake, we can move on to whipping up our hauntingly delicious frosting. This is where we can get creative with colors and flavors to match our spooky theme. Keep an eye on the oven. Remember, the best way to check if your cake is done is with a toothpick. Insert it into the center of the cake. If it comes out clean, your cake is ready. If it comes out clean, it's time to let our cake cool down before the real fun begins. Cooling is essential to ensure our frosting doesn't melt when applied. Patience is critical here, as a well-cooled cake will make decorating much easier and more effective. While our cake is busy transforming in the oven, let's take this time to prepare something equally enchanting. We will create the perfect ghostly frosting that will elevate our cake to a whole new level of spookiness. For this recipe, I recommend a classic vanilla buttercream frosting. It's a timeless choice that pairs wonderfully with any cake flavor. Not only is it easy to make, but it's also super versatile and oh so delicious. You'll find yourself wanting to eat it by the spoonful. To make the frosting, you'll need some key ingredients: butter, powdered sugar, vanilla extract, and a little bit of milk. These simple ingredients come together to create a magical frosting. Start by beating the butter until it's light and fluffy. This step is crucial for a smooth texture. Then, gradually add the powdered sugar, making sure to mix well after each addition. Add the vanilla extract for that classic flavor. Finally, incorporate the milk until you achieve a smooth and creamy consistency. The frosting should be thick yet spreadable. Now comes the spooky part. This is where we add our ghostly touch. Divide your frosting into 2 bowls. This will allow us to create 2 different shades for our haunting design. Leave 1 bowl white for a classic ghost-like appearance. This will be the base of our spooky design. Mix well with a drop or 2 of black food coloring in the second bowl. Be careful not to add too much. We want a subtle, eerie effect. At midnight, we're going for a spooky gray hue, like a misty graveyard. This will add depth and contrast to our ghostly creation. Once your cake has completely cooled, it's time to bring the frosting and the cake together for a spooktacular combination. Carefully frost your cake, alternating between the white and gray frosting to create a hauntingly beautiful design. Enjoy your creamy, dreamy haunting. Now for the most exciting part, decorating. This is where we get to unleash our creativity and transform our cake into a spooky masterpiece. First, frost your cake with the gray frosting, creating a smooth and spooky base. Then use the white frosting to create ghostly figures. You can make simple swirls for a classic ghost look, or get more elaborate with eyes and mouths. You can use mini chocolate chips or even candy eyes to make the eyes. For the mouth, carefully use a toothpick to create a spooky grin. Don't worry about perfection. The more imperfect and wobbly your ghosts are, the spookier they will look. And don't forget the finishing touch, the candle. We'll get to that in our next spooky step. Welcome to the most enchanting part of our Halloween baking adventure. Let's share our candlelight secrets, the glow of our spooky creation. No candle cake is complete without the candle, which is the centerpiece that brings the eerie ambiance to life. But for our spooky creation, we're not using any ordinary candle. We're diving into the realm of edible artistry. We're going for something a little more eerie and ghostly, edible candy melts. These will give our cake an otherworldly glow. Choose a white or yellow candy melt for the candle. These colors will mimic the natural look of a candle flame, melted according to the package instructions. Make sure to stir continuously to avoid any burning. Once melted, carefully pour the melted candy onto a piece of parchment paper, forming a small oval shape. This will be the base of our flame. Use a toothpick or a small spatula to shape the melted candy into a flame. This will be the flame of our candle. While the candy melt is still soft, carefully insert a small piece of uncooked spaghetti into the bottom of the flame. This will serve as the wick. This will act as the wick of our candle. Make sure it's centered and stands upright. Let the candy melt and harden completely. This might take a few minutes, so be patient. Once it's set, carefully peel it off the parchment paper. Be gentle to avoid breaking the delicate flame. Now we have our edible candle ready to illuminate our spooky cake. Place it on top and watch your creation come to life with a ghostly glow. Now feast your eyes on this. Our spooky candle cake is almost complete. Carefully place your edible candle on top of your frosted cake, securing it gently into the frosting. And there you have it, a spooky, edible masterpiece. But our decorating fun doesn't have to stop there. You can add even more spooky details to your cake. Sprinkle some Halloween sprinkles around the base of the cake. Create spooky spider webs using melted chocolate, or even add some gummy worms for an extra creepy touch. Remember, the possibilities are endless. Let your imagination run wild and create a cake that's as unique and spooky as you are. This Halloween, ditch the store-bought treats and impress your friends and family with a homemade masterpiece. This cake is easier to make than it looks, I promise. We'll be using simple ingredients and techniques to create a cake that's as fun to make as it is to eat. Get ready for a whirlwind of spooky fun in the kitchen. We'll bake, frost, and decorate our way to a beautiful creation. So put on your chef hats, grab your aprons, and get this spooky party started. Let your imagination run wild and create a cake that's as unique and spooky as you are. Spread your Halloween cheer and share some spooky sweetness. Congratulations, you've baked a spooktacular candle cake. Now it's time to share your creation with the world, or at least with your friends and family. Take a picture of your masterpiece and share it with us on social media. You can even share with us in the comments below. Let us know how your spooky baking adventure went. We love seeing your creations and hearing your baking stories. Baking is always more fun when we share the joy and the sugar rush with others. So, gather your friends and family, light up your edible candle, and enjoy your hauntingly delicious creation. For those who like to stay sweet and spooky, join our needy mummies fun. Remember to subscribe to our channel for more exciting baking adventures. Every week, we whip up a storm of delicious treats, from cute and cuddly creatures to spooky and spooky delights. Don't forget to ring that notification bell so you never miss a single recipe. And give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed our spooky baking journey. And remember, baking is all about having fun, experimenting, and letting your creativity shine through. So, don't be afraid to get messy. Try new things. Most importantly, enjoy every single bite. Thank you for watching. We appreciate you joining us on this spooky baking adventure. We had a blast making this creepy crawly candle cake with you, and we hope you did too. Now go forth and create your own spooktacular masterpieces. Until our next Halloween adventure, happy baking.